Hey guys, it's Steve from 99 Lives, and today we are playing Off. It's a game that was real popular online, like last year. I did a Let's Play of it on my solo channel before I started doing 99 Lives stuff, but I never ended up finishing it, and it's a really cool game, so I wanted to give it another shot. So that's what I'm doing here now. So, another new series, oh boy. If this text is hard to read, please exit the game and install the font files in the game's folder. I just did that because it was hard to read. Caution, it is possible that certain scenes in this game are shocking to an unwarned public. Or maybe not. The musical pieces and sound effects of Off, created by alias Conrad Caldwood, are an important part of the game. It would be a shame to play without them. Well, I will keep that in mind. The soundtrack to this game is actually pretty fantastic. What is my name? Good question. Ask the Coca-Cola bottle I'm drinking from. Sponsorship! Not actually. We're not actually sponsored by Coca-Cola. I mean, that'd be pretty awesome. How do I backspace? Oh no. Escape? Yeah. Whew. Steve N. Steven. Okay. Your name is Steven, correct? I am a boy. Alright. Welcome, Steven. You have been assigned to a being called the Batter. The Batter has an important mission. Be sure that it's accomplished. We will let you out in Zone 0. Good luck. For more information, find the one called the Judge. Off. That's my low Cecil Baldwin voice. Stop the text. I'm drinking a Coca-Cola. Hold on. To move my body, use the arrow keys on your keyboard. To interact with the environment, use the spacebar or the enter key. Easy enough. Let's move on. Zone 0. I put on the face cam earlier, but it was kind of lagging at the video, so I took it off. Lol off. There cannot be any other living beings in Zone 0, so I must assume that you are only a mere figment of my imagination. Nevertheless, I will introduce myself. I am the Judge, and I am aching to know your name, dear illusory interlocutor. That wasn't hard finding the Judge. I'm the Batter. I've been assigned to a sacred mission. It is a pleasure. However, it is not the puppet I was addressing, but the puppeteer controlling it. What is your name, dear puppeteer? His name is Steven. He can't talk to us. However, he can hear and see everything. Even though you too are but an inexistent apparition in my eyes, let it be said that I am delighted to meet you as well, dear Steven. I feel included. That's actually one of the cool things I like about this game, is that it addresses the player directly. I believe we're in need of your services. Many people are in need of my services, you know. Everybody loves cats. We rub ourselves against their legs and purr in the most insistent manner. They adore that. I'm not talking about that kind of help. I see. But what sort of service could I offer to an ectoplasmic entity? I have a sacred mission to fulfill. I must purify the world. There's no objective more laudable than yours. I accept to serve you as a guide through this area if it is of any help to you. Thanks. And then he just fucks right off. Helpful. Luck ticket? Oh, there he is. What? He went in here, though. There's 448287C. Allow me to confess that I find you quite tangible for a phantasmagorial being. Whew. Might you in fact be a creature of flesh and blood? I think so, yes. So I have been mistaken from the very beginning. You did not even interrupt me in my deluded phantasms. This is relatively bizarre, I must say, for you are the first living being I was given a chance to encounter in this loop. I had, in fact, concluded that Zone 0 was an empty land. Obviously, I was misled. However, there exist other zones, and in those territories, the risk of hostile individuals attacking you in the most violent manner is quite high. Your sacred mission will likely lead you into these lands. Would you like me to teach you the art of violent confrontation? Combat tutorial. While I know how to fight in off, I'm going to say yes for the sake of this video. Because everybody likes a good tutorial. This here is the battle screen. As you can observe, you will find yourself placed at the right-hand side of the screen. Your opponent, however, in this case yours truly, will be located on the left, the correct place for a single combat. At the beginning of combat, you will be confronted with a choice. You have to decide whether to attack, auto, or flee. Attack naturally permits you to engage the fight in the classical fashion. If auto is your decision, the computer will take the strategic choices in your place, making you simply the spectator. Finally, flee, as its name indicates, is the option of the coward. I deplored this alternative, but now it is time for the offensive. Choose attack and select the batter. Then choose attack anew to off me with your bat. Do not utilize the auto function. The computer will not hold back, and I would take the risk of dying, taking my secrets with me to the grave. So, attack, attack. Excellent, dear sportive companion. You must consider the fact that the batter's and the enemy's levels determine the impact of your assaults. It is possible that you or your adversaries could avoid the barrage of attacks that you will throw at them, or throw at each other with slyness. On occasion, your cast iron will get you a critical hit, which will cause teeth to fly in heaps. But let us move on, if you are willing to. You may have noticed that when you chose attack for the first time, after you selected the batter, a new window opened itself on the lower right-hand side of the screen. There you have the choice between 4 new options. Attack leads to a soul strike against a likewise soul adversary. Competence permits you to use one of your special skills. Objects will grant you access to the items you are currently carrying. Finally, you have yet again the opportunity to flee. But remember, solely the batter is responsible for that option in his personal menu. How about trying to utilize an object? Take this luck ticket and use it on the batter's person with gratitude. Alright. Batter. Objects. Luck ticket. Me. Impeccable! Your mastery of battle borders on brilliancy, my friend. But there is one thing we have not yet addressed. I am of course talking about competences. They are generally, in layman's terms, special moves. They can trigger surprising effects. They may induce a resurgence of health points, or may be in and of themselves powerful attacks. Nevertheless, know this. Any use of competences leads to a consumption of competence points, or CP. So, I ask that you use these skills sparingly. Once your CP are completely consumed, it will be impossible to carry out heavy assaults, and if you happen to cross swords with a tougher opponent before being able to get some more CP, victory will be uncertain. But try it right away. Choose competence and try using the wide angle, which will allow you to analyze your enemy. Wide angle. The judge, an odd-appearing cryptic cat with 300 HP, 30 competence points, and no weaknesses or resistances. You now know not only all about me, but also about the art of combat. About the wide angle. Know that its analysis will always be based on the start of the battle. Thus it may accidentally analyze adversaries you have already knocked out for a long time. The confrontation ends theoretically when the health points of your team or all of your opponents fall to 0. Take good care of your health if you want a successful career in purification. From now on, you will be ready to crush all impure obstacles that get in your luminous mission's way. Well, supposing your intelligence is on the same level with your undeniable capability of dealing bat blows to an innocent cat, be it as it may, your training has not reached its end yet. Let me ask you to follow me if you still want me as your guide. He just scaled that wall like Assassin's Creed, but now we know how to fight. Here we are. Talk to the cat. Ah, yes. To pass through here, you need to use your cerebral organ. You know, the one bathing flabbily in your tired cranium. I believe those floating blocks correspond to those symbols you can see on the wall in some way or another. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. These puzzles, man, they tough as nails. Is there a problem, my dear pictorial heroes? I am not your genitor. Man, I just can't wait till the comments show me how badly I'm pronouncing these words. I cannot do everything for you. Nonetheless, may I dare to suggest you wage activating certain ones of these strange floating blocks more than one time if required. So come, solve this intriguing puzzle for me, and quickly, if you please. I wish to rejoin the ground floor as soon as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 2, 3. And here we are. And aha, finally! After all that exertion, the eagerly awaited recompense makes its entrance to the scene. He just wanted cat food. Crunch, nom, nom, crunch. Good. What was that other thing that I saw? Is that here? Oh, hey! A piece of silver flesh was found. Oh, that's going to throw me off after playing Minecraft so much with silverfish. 448287C. 448... 448... 4482 448287C. There we go, that's what I wanted. It's like a numpad. Here is an accessory that's going to be especially helpful on your purifying quest, dear enlightened student and sportive friend. It is a cube hovering in midair, as you have likely noticed. Nevertheless, you will be able to differentiate it from similar ones by the contrast of bad taste it imposes on your view of its clashing color, defying any sensible course of plastic arts. However, do not judge it too quickly, because despite its criticizable appearance, this red cube is of undeniable use. Aside from rendering you the entirety of your health and confidence points, it is capable of saving your progress and sending you into the nothingness. The nothingness is a lieu of transition outside of space itself, where you can travel from one point to another at the speed of light. I now invite you to try it out in order to discover locations and populace, more populous than this deserted land. Open your wings, my dear companion, and hurry away towards the following zones. Without hesitation, your only enemy is the fear that will grab you. Okay. Do not worry, I too travel a lot through the different zones of the world. We will newly meet one another eventually, without a doubt. By the by, take this. This object of a curious name will be the key that permits you to enter Zone 1. Have I clarified that you can at any time consult your inventory and characteristics by pressing the escape key? The Leo card has been found, which means it should be in our inventory objects. There it is. Confidences, equipment. Can I equip things? Do I have any? Nah. No, I don't. Alright. Boop. No, I don't want to quit the game. Health points and confidence points completely restored. Save the game. Block 1. And return to the nothingness. Yes. This is more of an introductory episode, I'd say, going over the core concepts of the game. Here is the nothingness, with several zones, Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, and the room. Not quite sure what that is. Let's go to Zone 0. I mean, 1. Zone 1 is the color green. Well, might as well save again. If there's one thing I've learned from playing RPGs, it's that you cannot save enough. Who are you? Train number 1 is a really useful means of transport to get about Zone 1. Please select your destination. Damien. Cancel. I'll go to Damien, I guess. Zone 1, Zone 1, Zone 1, Zone 1, Zone 1, Zone... Hello, friend. Train 2 hasn't been active for a long time. Helpful. Looks like we found ourselves a little town with a little miner hat. Look at this guy. A visitor? Welcome to the smoke mines. May I know who you are? Are you an inspector? No, I'm the batter. I've come to exterminate the impure spirits. The batter? The impure spirits? Are you some sort of prophet? Or perhaps a man of belief? Yeah, something like that. Who sent you? Nobody. I'm being led by Stephen. Ah, I don't know him. He must be a member of the superior personnel. In any case, that's good. It means our requests have been acknowledged. Here, I'm going to explain your task. You're at the smoke mines of Damien, the southern part of Zone 1. Here, we send workers into deep tunnels to unearth metals from the ground, freeing embedded smoke that was trapped in the depths. Thanks to a variety of tools, we are able to put some of it into bottles, which the Queen sends to the other zones. The rest of it flows free, forming the air that our lungs inhale and exhale, so we can live. As the first of 4 elements, it's an important element. Those guys are... Oh, there's more dialogue. Because without smoke, people would have nothing to breathe. The townspeople are called the Elson. I learned that recently. They're kind of skittish. Hence the soft voice I am giving them. There we are. And so, finally, how do I put this? Where are the impures? Yes, there we go. There are many specters in the mines. They are becoming more and more aggressive. But, in fact, it would be better if you didn't enter the mines because the regulations forbid visitors to access them. So, here's what we are going to do. There's an annex tunnel that nobody ever goes to, but a miner went in there some time ago, and he saw something strange, he said. Nothing like the usual. So I thought, maybe it is the chief of the specters. So there's your task. If you accept, you'll go into the annex tunnel and kill the chief of the specters. Then the specters will disappear, and we can work properly again. There we go. There we... Do you have any questions? No. Ah, great. Impeccable. The tunnel is right down there. I'll wait here. Good old Elson, nice and scaredy cats. Down the tunnel. Oh, what the fuck? Well, well. Who do we have here? Is that not Stephen and his picturesque jumping jack, the Batter? Are you the Spectre's leader? No, certainly not. I'm only passing through. Not unlike the smoke which is being extracted from this pale and metallic place. However, I believe I know where the one you are taking for an ectoplasm can be found. To tell the truth, I am perplexed. I think it is one of those peculiar objects called a spherical add-on. I have very well tried to approach it, but the operation has failed systematically so far. But I'm thinking, maybe you, one who does not have a physical order, will succeed in affiliating the spiritual entity to yours. Yoink! What an exceptionally intriguing phenomenon. I must admit that I remain perplexed by this unexpected metaphysical reaction. Fair enough. Since it has decided to accompany you, I know only to advise you to make the best usage possible of it. Got it. The chief of the Spectres isn't here? Sorry, but I fear I have to respond in the negative. Apart from this add-on, I have not crossed the way of a single soul in this loop. Helpful, Judge. Really helpful. Come up here. Ah, you're back. So, have you killed the chief of the Spectres? No, he wasn't there. Oh, really? Bugger. Crap. Well, then, I believe that I'll have to let you enter in the main gorges then. But, the regulations oppose it. Alright, I suppose this is a very special case, as stated in paragraph 5. So, good. Well, the main mines are on the right. There. Alright. Thank you, friend. Thank you for the luck ticket. Soon I'll be promoted. I will be a supervisor in Alma. I'm anxious for that day to arrive. You're anxious for everything. So, we got to Zone 1 after learning how to play the game and meeting some chill friends. I think this is where I'm going to cut the first episode. I'm going to go save real quick first, though, but that was pretty fun. The game is clearly going to get a little more interactive now that we're past Zone 0, which is pretty much the tutorial zone. So I'm going to go over here real quick and hit save the game. Boom. Alright, that was episode 1 of Off, and if you guys enjoyed this video at all, my silly voices, the content of the game, any which way, click that like button. We definitely appreciate your support, and if you haven't already, check out the 99 Lives channel and subscribe if you haven't already. We've got a bunch of great videos on there for a bunch of different Let's Players. Like I said, we love and adore and appreciate the support so much. Anyway, I'm going to stop recording, and I'll see you guys for the next video.